Hey, want to know how much I get paid? I won't tell you that, but I'll help you to learn what apprentices can get paid, minimum wage, just to give you a bit of a guide to help you out. All right, guys, chat soon on the next installment. Hey guys, Chris here at Midlife Carpentry. Let's have a chat about wages. Let's have a chat about money. Money is probably one of the biggest things we had to discuss and talk about before I started my apprenticeship as an adult apprentice. For those of you who don't know, I'm a first year carpentry apprentice, and 40 years of age, so I'm doing an adult apprenticeship. So obviously, as other people have, as everyone would know, you've got mortgages, you've got bills to pay, and that's what we're going to go through. So we're going to have a bit of a chat about how you can pay those bills and what money you'll be earning roughly, and other little incentives and things to keep in mind when you're making that decision as well. So what I wanted to do is just go through how I found out roughly what I'd be earning, and some other little things that I found out too along the way, just in the short period that I've been an apprentice, and hopefully it might help other people out. So, all right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through a little government website introduction video. So it's this Fair Work Ombudsman. Yeah, you get the idea. The Fair Work guys. So they have a list of basically all the categories of pay, what your minimum wages should be. So by all means, please understand that I'm in no way a professional, guidance counselor or any of that sort of business. I don't know exactly how much you're going to earn to the T. All this is very, very rough, and it's just to give you a guide and an idea. So, but if you jump on the Fair Works page, and I'll just go through that right now for you, hey? And we'll talk on the other side. Righto, guys, just a quick run through on how to go through and find out your pay rates and pay wages. So just a Fair Work Ombudsman, Australian government one. So it's actually quite easy. It can be a bit daunting looking at this, but we'll go through it quickly. So just going into pay. There's actually a power calculator, okay, that you can have a look at. All right. So now you slowly work through your pay calculator. So I'm an employee looking for pay rates, which is fine. So we click that, yes. Help me find my award. Yes, I know my award. Technically, I know my award. So we're going to go with the Building and Construction Industry Award, which is pretty standard for chippies and that. So we'll go down that road. So we just scroll down. So as you can see, there's a lot of awards here. So it's just a matter of going through and finding the one that relates to the industry you want to go into. Let's find, where is it? Building and Construction, General Construction On-Site Award. Click on that one. Go up to next. Are you a trainee? No. Eligible for wage supported wage? No. We're going to go just apprentice with this one. Okay. Obviously, if the options vary, you click them depending on your situation. Are you working in Queensland? For this one, we are going to click yes. All right, we go next. Is your employer's business a constituted corporation? So basically, it's proprietary, limited and stuff. Most companies are. If you've got a smaller company, they probably wouldn't. So we'll just head down yes for this one. It's more of an example for you guys to sort of see how to go through it. So onto the, what is your classification? So we're going to go through, we're going to do a first year apprentice, stage 1. All right, we're going to go to next. All right, are we full-time? Yes, we're full-time. We're going to go down here. We're going to do adult apprenticeship for this one. Yes. Go to next. Then we're going to go and find the carpenter and joiner, okay, which relates to our trade that we want to do. So we'll go next again. All right, cruising down here. We got general building and construction industry, which is fine. That's where we want to be. We're not really in civil at the moment. Residential building construction industry, we're going to go yes for that one. So many questions, can be daunting, but are we going to work underground? No, that's highly unlikely. Did we start our apprenticeship before 2014? Well, we're just going to say no to that one too. Moving along, finish year 12, yes. It's always important to finish year 12. Are you doing an apprenticeship covered through electric technology package? Now this is a no, but it relates to your training organisation and stuff like that. So it may vary for a lot of people. Not really for chippies, I don't think. I think it is more for sparkies and that, but yeah. And we're going to go 4 years nominal term, which is a 4-year apprenticeship for standard for a carpenter. So we'll go next, and then bang, there you have it. There gives you a bit of a figure on what you could be earning as an hourly rate as a first year apprentice carpenter, adult apprentice. Okay, hopefully that's helped out, guys. Righto, so that's the wages side of things. So that should help you guys out a little bit. Look, it's interesting. Like what I'll do, I'll put up a couple little figures and stuff later on, and I'll just go through a couple so you can sort of see roughly your adult apprentice, okay, on average, whether you're a carpenter, whether you're a plumber or a sparky. I've tried those. You're all earning around that sort of $21 to $23 an hour as a bare minimum wage. It's a little bit more than that here and there, but just as a bare minimum, first year to fourth year adult apprentice is on the same wage. Okay, so it's the same wage across the board as an adult apprentice. And if you just left school or younger, you're sitting around that 14 to 15 mark an hour. All right, and by your fourth year you're sitting closer to that 22, 23. Now understand, this is minimum wage as an apprentice, so it'll always vary depending on your employer. They might want to pay you more, they want to just keep it a bare minimum. So yeah, just be mindful that these are guidelines, of course. Like these are rough figures. All right, I don't want to freak people out. So, but yeah, obviously you've got tax to take into account there as well. And being an apprentice, you are full time, so you will be entitled to sick leave. You will be entitled to do 4 weeks annual leave. You'll work a 38-hour week. If you do more than 38 hours, you get overtime, etc., etc. Righto. So, as I said, wages are there. Obviously, that's neither here nor there. And the other thing I wanted to talk to you about is the trade support loan. Now, I have mentioned this before in past videos, but you're looking at around that. It works out roughly about $730, somewhere in there per month. So in a 6 monthly intervals for the first year, but it depreciates over the time that you're in your apprenticeship. So a first year apprentice earns around that $730 for the first 6 months. You reapply for the loan again for the next 6 months, and then when you start your second year, it drops down again. I can't remember what the figures. I think it's closer to that the high sixes thereabouts. So but it progresses along. But definitely look into that as well. That's handy to have for you. So that's a little booster to your wage already. And that's your money. That's what you can do. But remember, it is a loan. You do have to pay it back when you reach a certain threshold. So keep that in mind. And the good thing is when you finish your apprenticeship and you're fully done, you actually get a 20% discount on the money that you've borrowed. Okay, so technically you're only paying 80% back. I think that's how it works, something along those lines. So what the loan is capped at, it caps it around that $26,000 mark over the 4 years. So it staggers. So you can use that money for tools. You can use it to start paying out a car loan or something. It's entirely up to you. They're very flexible about it. We're going to be a little bit clever with it. We're going to try and utilize it to pay bills and keep the house and mortgage and everything nice and tidy. Keep the interest down on it, all that sort of thing. So yeah, that's how we're going to roll with it. And I can pull it out when I need to buy tools and things like that. So as mentioned, and the other little thing I want to bring up is all the other possible subsidies that may be out there for you. So if you find you're struggling and stuff, like definitely look into your Centrelink payments and things like that and what's available out there by the government. So things like AB Study and Oz Study, there's living away from home allowances, and there's all sorts of other stuff as well, which I haven't really touched or looked into because I haven't needed it. But by all means, I reckon someone who's fresh out of school, wants to start a trade, has to leave home to move somewhere to do it. Definitely there's support out there for you guys, so don't be afraid about it. Yeah, look into it. Definitely look into it. So apart from that, the other quick one I just want to go through is tax. Now, I may be on the wrong track here, but from my understanding, I've just had my tax done probably about a month or so ago, and obviously asked a few questions while I was in there. I was trying to work out what was going on with taxes and how it all worked. So the way I understand it, especially for tools, is anything over the value of $300 works with a depreciation sort of thing. So over a certain period of time, it will depreciate in value. You can only claim a certain amount of that. You don't get full money back. So if you go spend $1,000 on a tool, that doesn't mean that you can write off that in tax. There may be other directions you can head down if you have an ABN, etc. But if you're just an apprentice without an ABN, just a regular employee, basically, yeah, you won't be able to claim that back. It works on depreciation, so you get a small amount of it back each tax year kind of thing. So it just goes over time. Say someone thinks that, hey, I'm going to buy $1,000 tool, that should last me 5 years. All right, it'll depreciate, and the value, you'll get a little bit back sort of every year, so that sort of progresses. That's how I understand it. I might be wrong. And anything under 300 should be claimable, completely claimable back. It all depends on your tax bracket and stuff like that too. That all comes into play, and it's the percentage you get back. But anything under 300, normally it's pretty much claimable. Vehicles is the other one. So you can claim things on your vehicle as well. So you claim your fuel, you can claim your mileage and stuff. You can do it a couple of ways. You can start up a logbook, which is normally ideal. That's what I was recommended to do, which I have done. It's just documenting every trip and stuff that I do. It's all work related, so it's almost 100% the vehicle, which it is. Like, that's what I use it for. That's why I've got it. It's not really a family carrying vehicle by any chance. So yeah. So we've got the vehicle, so I've got the logbook happening, so I should be able to claim other bits and pieces too, so repairs and maintenance on it, servicing, fuels, tyres, that sort of stuff, that all comes into it. It opens it up a little bit more. Or you could do the mileage, so you can do the, fuel by kilometre, that sort of stuff as well. So as long as it's documented and logged, everyone's all happy and warm and fuzzy. Cool. So look, I think that almost covers it, guys. I don't think there's really much more I can sort of share. Like I said, I showed the figures roughly on wages for you. So I think at an average, if you wanted to know these days, you're looking at probably say $830 somewhere in there per week for a first year adult apprentice. Hopefully that'll sort of give you a bit of an idea about where you should be sitting. Yeah, but it all depends on yourself and your employer, and yeah, what they feel you're worth, basically, how they see your value within the company and what you're doing. So, and that all relates to you and what you're about as well. So if you're getting stuck in, you're not bitching and moaning, you're just getting the jobs done, you're rocking up on time, you have your breaks and stuff, but you don't drag them out. Yeah, you work efficiently and effectively, you're trying to save your employer bits of money here and there and stuff, like, they all see that. It's important. It's all part of building that relationship up with your employer, and eventually they'll see that, and well, most guys will reward, but there are a few out there that really just milk it. So, but that's a whole other different can of worms and a whole other different conversation we can have later down the track. So, but I'm very lucky with my employer. I think he sees what all his crew does and what we do, and he treats us right and stuff as well, and yeah, it means a lot. It does. How did I go with that, guys? Did I explain a few things to you? Did I help you out at all? Help you to understand what was going on? Obviously, if you wanted to talk a bit more about it, like, throw a question in the comments, or heck, jump on Instagram, shoot me an instant message. We can have a bit of a chat quietly that way. It's entirely up to you. I don't know everything, but there is a lot of ways to get information out there online, etc. There's a lot of career advisors, a lot of training organisations will help you out too. Yeah, so don't be afraid to ask a question if you want to know about money, because obviously it's a big part of it. You do take a pay cut, like I know I did, but in saying that, look, I absolutely love and enjoy what I do. I thoroughly do, and it's just progressing even more and more I get into it. So people say it's still a honeymoon period, which it probably is, but yeah, definitely get a lot of value from the job, get a lot of satisfaction from it, and yeah, just generally enjoy it, coming home every day and at the end of every week, and on Monday I'm not dragging my feet, I'm ready to go. So yeah, exciting times. So all right, guys, thanks for listening again, as always. All the best with everyone. Build on, legends, keep it up, and we will chat again soon. All right, see you later. Bye.